Hello, friends, and welcome to WOT right here on the Boom Broadcasting. What a big Saturday we have in store for you right here on WOD. So much to talk about on today's episode. We got WrestleDream right here coming up this evening on Pay-Per-View Network by AEW. We got a 2-hour Raw now. Yes, Raw has finally abandoned the third hour, 10 to 11, and said we're going to end at normal time for most humans on the East Coast at 10 p.m. to give you time to flip over and catch the entire second half of the Monday night game. Way to go. We had a Bad Blood Premium Live event last week. Won't be discussing the event, just will be discussing the start time and the finish time. So much to talk about on WOD. It's Saturday. WrestleDream coming up in a couple of hours after this. So go ahead, start your Saturday off right here with me on WOD. This is Shawn, and I'm ready to go. This is Shawn from WOD, and I'm with Chris Master, the Masterpiece.
And you are watching WOD on the Boom broadcast.
Let's go. Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to WOD on a Saturday morning, right here on the Boom Broadcasting. You could have been anywhere this Saturday, whether it's morning time, afternoon, evening. If you're watching this as your pre-show before WrestleDream 2024 by AEW, thank you for tuning in to me right here on WOD on the Boom Broadcasting Network. Let's talk about it. Let's jump back in the time machine and go back to last Saturday. Bad Blood, hey, great premium live event. Encourage everybody to go check out the nightcap from that last Saturday night that Mouthing Off with Mike hosted with Wayne the Model, myself, and Podcast Smitty talking about Bad Blood. So we're not going to break down the show, not at all. Go back, watch the nightcap. Great coverage of the breakdown on that show. But what we're going to talk about is the 6 p.m. Eastern start time and the 9 o'clock wrap-up time. And I was a little confused when I found out it was starting at 6. And I texted a few people on the Boom Broadcasting Network who assured me that the premium live event was starting at 6 because I thought it would be the pre-card from 6 to 7. Then the premium live event at 7 would start. But you got to remember now that WWE and UFC have merged into this partnership. UFC was running a pay-per-view starting a little bit later than the kickoff time with WWE. So WWE decided to start early to wrap up earlier so that UFC can have the remainder of the night for their premium live event. And I got to give it to WWE. What a great idea to end an event at 9 p.m. and you still have the remainder of the night to do what you want to do. If you want to catch a late movie, you can do it. If you want to jump on the app, see what you got on TV, see what new movies been released on different streaming services, you can do it. If you want to go catch up on all the content from the Boom Broadcasting Network, guess what? You can do it. The nightcap started around about 9:15. We were done around about 10:30, 10:45 at the most. You can get those things done. So WWE did very good with this because it's all right. And I was a little upset at first at starting at 6, but now I appreciate it more as a fan because that night I still had plenty of time left to do other things I want to do versus wrapping a premium live event up around a 10:30, 10:45 closing time. Then you got to go right into the press conference. Then you got so much you got to do. It was good. I'm telling you, when WWE gets it right, by golly, they get it right. Now, this one right here wasn't I got it right because we decided to start at 6. It was because we didn't want to hurt our other affiliate, UFC, from having to compete against us, and we're still going on. UFC just started their preliminary fights. But if I was WWE moving forward, I would continue with the 6 o'clock start time. Now, it did cause me to have to finish some things a little earlier than what I mainly would have done on a Saturday. But it made me get started earlier because I knew at 6 o'clock, true fans wanted to be glued in their chair, their recliner, the couch, the bed, wherever you watch WWE at, in the man cave, on the deck, in your barn, your shed, your she shed, he shed, wherever you watch your premium live event at, true fans wanted to be glued in that place they watch it at 6 p.m. So it encouraged me to move faster throughout that Saturday so that when it got around about that 5:30 time, I could kind of start peeling back, getting ready for the show. So WWE hats off to starting at 6. And I wouldn't mind if they done this, especially on those NXT nights when they do them on a Sunday. Start at 6. Hey, I think that would be great if they did it at 6 p.m. versus at 7 o'clock. 1 hour can make a big difference. And yes, it did for me on this premium live event. Now, with that being said, let's segue over to Monday night. So WWE on Monday night decided to go with a 2-hour event instead of 3. They had been talking about dropping the 3rd hour due to viewership falling down between the 10 and 11. And I felt like those 3 hours, you had to stretch it out with so many promos, so much stuff that it just felt about, you got to 10 o'clock, you're like, is it over yet? Going back to the 8 to 10 at 10 o'clock after the main event with Jey Uso, I was like, man, hey, him and Woods tore the house down. Is it over? Can I get 5 more minutes? Just give me 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. And that's all you need. You know, I remember a good course teacher of mine always said, Shawn, we want to leave you asking for more and not leave you saying, man, I'm glad it's over. Previous weeks before that, when WWE ended around 11, that 10:30, 10:45, I'll be like, man, can it just get over? Can it end? I wanted to end because I'm ready to tune into the nightcap. Hear what Mouth Off with Mike has to say. Hear what the other people on the panel have to say about Raw, SmackDown. Can it just be over? It was really pretty much Raw. It wasn't SmackDown because they ended at 10. With Raw, can it just be over? Please. But last Monday night after that match, I said, all I need is 5 more minutes and I'm good. And I didn't have to need that 5 more minutes. Just as a fan, that match took me on a roller coaster so much that we wanted 5 more minutes. But guess what? Now it makes me on Monday night at 8 o'clock tune right back in. They get it right on this. And I felt like this show just went so good because it was not more of a 1990s, early 99, 2000 WCW Nitro where it was bam, action, bam, action, 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 bam. It wasn't that. It was more of build it up, get it to the right point, get us to that main event, and then take us home. And we're done. That's all you need. For all the people who know about television writing, know about television script writing, and television are pretty much what to keep the ratings, that's all you need. That's why I do like AEW on Wednesday nights on Dynamite, because those Wednesday nights, guess what? 10 o'clock, we're done. We're done. They did it all in 2 hours, and WWE for so long felt like they had to have that 3rd hour to be able to get it done. You don't need the 10 to 11. They showed us that. I was very impressed with this. This should how it stay the rest of my entire life. If they go back to the 3 hours, I would be obliterally upset. I just use that word. I butchered that. I'll try it again. But I would definitely be so upset because we don't need that 3rd hour. It's not a need. It's just a filler hour to get you to the main event. The main event can start around at 9:15, 9:20, and last all the way to 9:59, 10 o'clock, 10:05. That's all we need. 2 people that can turn the house down. That's all we need. Outstanding job. Like I said, WWE is getting it right now. Triple H is really trying to put his stamp of approval on the product. Him and HBK working in the back. So I really feel like we're heading in the right direction. Let's look at WrestleDream, then we're going to get ready to get out here so you guys can get ready for WrestleDream. You know, when I look at AEW, I always say one thing about AEW. They love to have a long pay-per-view. WWE has showed it so many times. You don't need a long pay-per-view to pretty much have a good show. We saw it with SummerSlam. We saw it when they did 8 matches. We saw it at Bad Blood. You don't have to have 11-match premium live event. You can do it with 8 matches. You can do it with 7. You can do it with 9. That 7, 8, 9 is kind of like that happy medium where you can have one that stretches 30 to 45 minutes and then scale them back to 15 minutes for other ones. It can be done, but AEW insists on giving their fans, their paying loyal customer fans, at least 11 card premium live event. So let's dive into this a bit and make some predictions of who we think will be the winner on this one. Atlantis Jr. versus Brian Cage for the ROH Ring of Honor World Television Championship. The champion is Atlantis Jr. Atlantis Jr. should beat Brian Cage and should remain the Ring of Honor World Television Champ. Now, the next Ring of Honor match. Mark Briscoe, Heart and Soul of Ring of Honor, Heart and Soul of AEW. If you watch the Nightcap, if you watch WOD, if you watch Drop the Mic, if you watch Quick Hits, all these different topics where we talk about wrestling, Mark Briscoe, we all have agreed, is the heart and soul of AEW and Ring of Honor. He's going against the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith. This is the match right here that I really have highlighted because I feel like this will probably be one of those top contender matches on this premium live event. This is Jericho's match to win. Jericho is getting to the point where he's hanging around, but it's time for him to kind of start winning those championships he didn't win to cement that Hall of Fame, which he's already a first ballot Hall of Famer, but to give him just a little bit more prestige going to the Hall of Fame, Jericho will win this match. Won't be surprised if Jericho, before he finally hangs it up, you see him winning not only the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship, the NWA Heavyweight Championship, and possibly the TNA Championship. I know TNA and WWE have a partnership right now, but I can see Jericho bouncing back to WWE right at the last run on his final run to go win the TNA Championship, going to NXT, win the TNA Championship, hold it for about 90 days, drop it, and then call it quits. I won't be surprised if you see him win both of these titles, let alone win the Ring of Honor title this week, later on in his future, as he's getting him that last run. Our next match, Darby Allin versus Brody King singles match. This is Darby's match to win. They had to continue Darby on this road to get him ready to be the true AEW World Champion. I'm taking Darby Allin in this one. Jack Perry versus Shibata for the AEW TNT Championship. It's no reason to take the title off the scapegoat yet. I always say the title makes some people make the title. Right now, Jack Perry is making the title. The title's making Jack Perry more prestige in my eyes. Jack Perry will stay the champ. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Takeshita in AEW International Championship match. 3-way match. Perfect match right here. You don't want Ospreay to pin Ricochet. You don't want Ricochet to pin Ospreay. You want that to happen later on. But you want to go ahead, pull Ospreay from the International Championship, put it on Ricochet, because we're building Ricochet right now. We have really built him up in AEW. This is the perfect match to do it. I'm telling you, Takeshita will take the pin. Ricochet will win the match, setting up Ricochet and Ospreay probably in the future for a one-on-ones match where Ospreay will probably pin Ricochet, or Ricochet will get another rub and beat Ospreay for this match. This is another one I got highlighted because I feel like this is the way to put the title on Ricochet without killing Will Ospreay's credibility, what he's been doing in AEW over the past months. The Young Bucks versus Private Party for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Right here, another good match. Bucks will win. Unfortunately, the Bucks will win. I don't think they're ready to put on Private Party. You know, if you watch the Nightcap, you watch all the old episodes of WOD, I'm bucked out. I said all the time, I'm tired of the Bucks, but unfortunately, they find ways to keep themselves entertaining. It's not time for them to drop the titles. The Bucks will continue on. Now to the AEW Women's title. You have Mariah May, the champ, versus Willow Nightingale. This is just another tune-up match for another win for Mariah May. she's got to get back to my favorite girl, timeless Toni Storm, for Toni Storm to take the title back. Just another win to build in Mariah's May resume. So when she gets back to Toni, you can say she's beaten all these people. She's beaten Willow Nightingale. She's beating my other girl. What is it? Not Amber Rose. What's the other girl name? Nia Rose. She beat Nia Rose. All these people she's beat. She's a legit champ. Toni Storm's an underdog. Can she overcome the adversity to win the title back? They're still telling that story to get her back to Timeless Toni for Timeless Toni to win the match. Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White. A great match right here. No need to get deep into it. Switchblade Jay White wins this match. And if Hangman won, I would not be shocked. I'm saying Jay White, but if Hangman wins this match, I would not be shocked. M&M Collection, Mansoor, Mason Madden versus the Acclaim. Scissor me is what the Acclaim will say, and the Acclaim will win this match. This is probably a good opening match right here to get everybody going. High-paced tag team match. A lot of offense in this match. The Acclaim should win, but it's time for the Acclaim, as I always say. This match right here should be another stepping stone for us taking you seriously, so that when it's time for you to go back up against the Bucks, you're legit threats. You are a legit threat to the Bucks in the AEW Tag Team Championship. Now we got some more preliminary matches before we get to our main event. The next preliminary match will be Hogram versus Beast Mortos, a 2 out of 3 falls match. Whenever you have that, you got to go with the guy who's got the hot hand right now. This is Beast Mortos' match to win. Another good match to set Beast Mortos up for some type of single mid-card title. Could be another way of setting them up for one. Now to the main event, Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Of course, we know this is the Bryan Danielson Farewell Tour, but it will not end at this premium live event. It is not time for the Farewell Tour to end. He will win this match over Moxley, and he will go ahead and start preparing himself for a few more matches on this tour before he finally walks away and hangs it up. Give me Bryan Danielson over Jon Moxley. Great match. Probably be blood. Probably will get violent, but I'm taking Danielson to win because the Farewell Tour is not coming to end. Not going to end at this premium live event. Well, those are my picks right there for 2024 WrestleDream AEW Premium Live event. Drop your picks right there in the comment box. Hey, if you like my picks, give me a thumbs up in the comment box. If you don't like them, say which one you didn't like and who you think wins. So definitely drop your comments in the comment box as we interact throughout the entire day of your comments and mine. Hey, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Then guess what? Go smash that subscribe button for Boom Broadcasting. Hit that bell notification so every time a new video drops on the Boom Broadcasting Network, that's right, you, the fans, will get an alert to your email or notification to tune in. This is Shawn, WOD. We got WrestleDream tonight, and I'm signing off.